Okay, so good morning, everybody. So it looks like we have a lot to discuss today. So this is going to be uh kind of a lot. So I think what we're going to do is we'll cover some basic stuff over at Node Market, and then I have a whole tranche of like information that we got to get through because the market's doing some funny stuff. And so we're going to obviously get through that. And then if you guys have any questions, we're going to answer those as well. So let's go ahead and bang through all that stuff. Good morning, everybody. Donna, Deborah, Brian, Randy, Robert, Sam. I'm not going to throw it on the screen. James, Rubster, Lotus, Andy, Charlene, Darren, MS Ziv. It's a weird name. Or Miss Ziv. Maybe it's Miss Ziv. Brett, Samuel, Gary, Xterm, Craig, L11, Mark, Chris, okay, Danny, boom, 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 Patsy, Conan. Okay, so what we're gonna do too, first things first, got asked a question by L11 this morning in the Discord, or yesterday. I didn't answer the second part. July 4th promo. Oh, guys, yesterday. So I go on this. So my kid, he wants me to go on this hike, right? Because I guess him and his friends need some chaperones, or basically some parental, so nobody dies on the hike, right? So we go on this hike. It's 16 miles. So we go up and then we go down. Anyway, it ended up taking longer than I thought it was going to. Just because we ran into some issues and stuff. So, but with 16 miles, so I don't really hike a lot. I'm not a hiker. I don't love hiking at all. I mean, I'm in decent shape. Like I go to the gym once in a while and like try to stay in shape. But like as far as hiking goes, like I don't like doing that. But it was fine. Like I wasn't really afterwards, it was fine. But like, oh my gosh. The reason I don't like hiking is I dirt bike a lot, right? So like it's so frustrating when you try to hike somewhere, but you know you could get there in 2 seconds on a dirt bike. It's like if you were trying to walk to the gas station that's like 2 miles away from your house instead of drive your car. Why would you walk? Your car gets you the same place. You still get to see the same stuff. So why walk? So why hike? Why hike when you could drive a dirt bike, Way easier. Anyway, so we get back. But here's the thing on the hike. I was able to listen to, I downloaded all these podcasts and things, or these YouTube videos on Bitcoin, on some other stuff, and like and all that kind of stuff. So I was able to listen. I listened to the first part of Gary Gensler's course at MIT. I was listening to all those type of things. And anyway, it was pretty interesting to watch Gary. He's like, the thing that was hard for me to listen to is the start of the course. It seemed like Gary Gensler, it seemed like he was actually wanting to like Bitcoin or something. But then halfway through like the first day of the course over at MIT, he's like, well, his main philosophy, his main reasoning, his main like thought process for determining if it's a security is the duck process, right? Which is like if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it probably is a duck. So that I think this is back in 2019 or something when he did these courses. He thought, hey, you know what? We're going to just classify things as security because they look like ducks, right? And so I think that's what maybe his big disappointment is that was his top level thinking is if it looks like a duck, then it's got to be a duck. So we're going to classify Ethereum as a security. Anyway, so like halfway through the course of the first day, he's like, excited, getting all the kids excited about blockchain. He goes through Laszlo's thing and he talks about the pizza, how the Bitcoin and stuff like that. And he like talks about all that kind of stuff. But then he goes through and it's like, well, man, maybe I don't, this stuff's way cool, but I just don't believe in Bitcoins. Anyway, he's like, he like totally did 180 on all the students. So it's kind of lame. Anyway, so it is what it is. So let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about what L11 asked. She, actually, I don't know, person was asking Node Market. So when we go through the hypershare, I'll actually let me see if I can share my screen in a way that's not, as you can tell, I'm in my other office now. And so I'm on single screen, which is going to make it a little bit tougher for us to go through this, but we're gonna make it through this anyway. So we're gonna go through. Let me just kind of walk through that process here. Let's go boom and then boom. Okay. So when you go through here and you want to create a hypershare, you'll basically go, oh, I don't have anything here. I don't even need to share my screen, but you'll go through here and let's just go to the market and let's just say we have a license. So the creating of the hypershare is a couple of different parts, okay? And what L11 asked is, can we just make this one part? And the answer is no, not even close, okay? Unfortunately, because of the way that Hypercycle has set up their contracts. And they said that there's a reason for all this. I still haven't grasped it yet, but someday maybe I will. So I'm excited to learn about that when that day comes. So basically you take a license. So let's just say you have the 2-node bundle or whatever it is. You pop this bad boy up. You have the 2-node license bundle. So what you're going to need is 2048 tokens. Okay. So once you get those two things, 2048 tokens and the 2-node license bundle, you're ready to create your token stack. So you'll take those 2048 tokens and you'll create a token stack. That's step one, basically. And that step involves two things. One, you have to allow the contract to be able to use your Hypercycle tokens and create a stack. So that's one approval. You have to go into MetaMask, set that approval. Number two, and these are all separate signatures. So this isn't us trying to like make the process longer. This is a combination of the Hypercycle contracts and the Ethereum blockchain, the way it works. So you'll have to set that approval. And I walk through all this in my video. And then the second transaction is you actually create the level of token stack that you want. So this one is the same level as the 2-node license bundle. So once you get all that done, then you got to go over and create the hypershare, which that's another thing. So then you got to approve the contract to be able to use your licenses, and then approve the contract to be able to use your token stacks at that point. And then you got to approve the merging. So it's like 3 different transactions. So overall, I think it's 5 transactions or something like that you have to actually go into your MetaMask and do. And each one of those is necessary. Now, the only one that I'm not getting is the token stack. I don't know why you couldn't just marry the tokens to the license. I don't know why you need this separate token stack. But when I was talking with Tufi, he said that you need that because that holds information to some. Anyway, there's some things that we're just going to have to learn down the line here, and we're going to have to get to it. So we'll just kind of trust and hopefully that system works out great for us. So we're going to rock and roll on that. Anyway, so yeah, the video should be fairly easy. The woodwork, fairly easy to follow once you start doing that. We're still at a spot where on the Hypercycle licenses, and they're still tilling. I think that's going to come to an end soon, at which point you will need to use the Hypercycle manager to marry those. So maybe when gas is cheap, you could follow the video and make those marriages happen and make sure they're all merged up, and you'll be good to go. And you'll have your token stacks and everything merged to the licenses. Does the level of token stack has to match the license bundle. So you'll create a level 19, I think it's level 19 token stack for a level, for if you have a single license, a level 18, or I might be mixing this up. Maybe it's a level 10. I don't have it where I can look at it again. Level 10 or level 11, it has to match the bundle. So yeah, it has a bearing on revenue because it'll be more licenses that you, yeah, it'll be more licenses that you marry. 5, I did remember it correctly. Yeah, 5 steps, yeah. So each one is very costly too. So that's why we're building a bridge over to, wait, can I, anyway, yeah, we're working on a, anyway, there is going to be a cheaper way to do it soon if you want to wait. But then I don't know if that's going to come out before you have to have your nodes married. So we'll see. If you approve the max the first time, yeah, that's actually true. So if you approve the contract to spend as much Hypercycle as you want, then you only have to do that step 1 time, which that's what I would recommend doing on all of our stuff over at Node Market. It just allows you to do 1 transaction of approval, and then you should be good to go there. No, you don't lose tilling. This keeps on tilling. Even if you marry it now, it'll stay tilling. Missed me yesterday. Where'd I go? Oh, Joseph. That's not me. I Is uptime the same thing as tilling? Essentially, yes. I'm paying for the hypershare, but I'm not seeing my hypershares. Paying for the So you did all those 5 steps and you don't see your hypershare? That's hard because it's a closed loop environment. So like there's nothing that it can't go anywhere, and you can't really screw the process up. So that you should be fine. What happened to your wall? Oh, I'm in a different spot of that place. Yeah, there's reasons for that, but I'm in a different area of my house right now. Yeah, you'll see this. It will walk you through this. I guess we don't really need to hash this because my video walks through it so perfectly. July 15th. Yeah, we'll talk about this too when we get behind the wall and stuff. This isn't true. Well, your MetaMask doesn't link with Singularity DApp website. That might be on your end somewhere. It should be pretty simple. Connect wallet, sign the signature, connected. Boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's go behind the wall because we actually do have quite a bit of stuff to talk about today. So let me see. Let me actually throw something on there. We'll do like a transition thing behind the wall. Oh my gosh. I want to do, I have a Christmas one here, but let's do this again and then we'll be behind the wall here in a second. And if you guys want to join us behind the wall ever, by all means, go check us out.